Tyrese, tough battle out there, hard fought win. Your thoughts on the game?
I thought first half we moved the ball really well. The game plan was to try and get the ball out wide, to our fullbacks, and then from there just basically break, because we've got the ability in the team to get forward as quick as we can. So I think today the game plan was good the first half. I think the second half was a bit tougher because they came at us, Obviously they were a bit disappointed with how they played in the first half, so that's natural, for a team where they are in the table. They're a good team, but they're battling, as we all know. So for us, it's just about not conceding in the second half and just maintaining the win and the lead that we had, which we did.
It looked in the first half, like you said, it was a game of two halves. It looked in the first half like there could be plenty of goals in the game, but in the end you ended up setting up the winner. Tell us about that one.
For me, I'm good in tight areas. I like to think that I've got good feet in tight areas. So for me, I just try to get a little bit of a movement on the defender, so I have room to make a cross for Sam. And luckily today, Sam was the guy that created a goal for himself. So I'm really pleased for him, because he's had a tough time not being in the team, and it's all about mentality in football. Don't allow these things to get to you. And he didn't allow things to get to him, even when it was tough for him. So for me, it's a pleasure to set him up today.
And for you personally, I think that in the last 3 or 4 games, that maybe the tweak of the system has allowed you to get forward a little bit more?
Yeah, it has. I think the gaffer, maybe the coaching staff or the gaffer, they've seen that I've got that ability to get forward, to break forward, because for me, I don't see myself as a defensive midfield player. I see myself as box to box. I like to do everything, I've got the ability to run forward, my legs are long, I can stride with the ball. I'm very calm on the ball, so I think I've got the whole package, and I think the gaffer is trusting me to play a bit more, with a bit more freedom, as we always, know. So for me, it's just about getting into areas more and, striding the ball, which I can do, and I did it today, so yeah, it was good.
And it seems he also trusts you to play centre-back if you need to. Tell us about that.
Yeah, wasn't expecting it, but as you know, Sam came off injured, and the gaffer needed me to do a job in the team, so he can bring on an extra player to replace, Sam Wood. So for me, I just had to do a job for the team, and we did it. Got the win, so I'm not complaining.
Would you say that's something you've got in your locker, or something that you've learned while you're here?
I've always had it in my locker. Growing up at Forest, which is a massive academy, they teach you, different positions. So for me, today it was just about filling in that position. I've played there before when I was younger, but today it was a bit unexpected. But yeah, just had to do the job. So yeah, I'm just happy we done the job today.
The team had to show a lot of spirit and stand up tall there in the second half when Wimbledon came back at us. Do you take a certain amount of pride in that side of your game?
I take massive pride in that side of the game because it's important. It's all good going forward, but if we can't defend, we'll just crumble as a team. So it's massive, to do both sides of the game. So today we needed to do the dirty work in the second half, and we did it. So yeah, it was good.
The manager said in his interview a moment ago that the dressing room was a little bit frustrated at full time because you felt that maybe the performance wasn't quite there. Tell us a bit about that.
It was frustrating as a whole, because for us to come away from the game, in the first half especially, where we're keeping a lot of the ball, and then the second half, especially me as a midfielder, not really having the ball as much, is always difficult. And the gaffer prides himself on having a possession-based team. And the second half, if I'm being honest, we weren't that. But all we can do is just try and keep the ball at the back of the net, really. So, the gaffer, it's a bit of a balance. We had to sort of defend because we didn't have the ball, but we had to be strong as well and resolute. So the gaffer, we're all frustrated as we know, but the main thing for us is just to get the 3 points, and keep the wins going, and I'm beating where I'm going so far.
That's a positive element of it, isn't it? Even though you weren't at your best, you dug out the win today, which is a sign of a good team, and it sets you up well for Monday, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, because Shrewsbury's going to be another tough game. And for us, where we are at the moment, first season back in League One, we just have to battle, play every game as a cup final till the end of the season and give it our all for the fans as well.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.